morning, Lois. It's Friday, and I'm currently standing outside of Ernest Hemingway's old apartment. We went on a Hemingway tour for my writing class because we were reading A Movable Feast, and it was cool to see all the different places that the famous authors lived when they were living in Paris. So I decided to go back, and I went to a cute little cafe with pink tables, and it reminded me a little bit of going to Cupcake Royale in Seattle just because of the decor. Afterwards, I went on the metro, and there was this really cool band playing in the metro station. My favorite class so far is writing class. My teacher, M.L. Longworth is her name. She is a published author of a couple mystery novels, and she lives in the south of France and commutes to Paris for teaching. So she teaches on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then she spends her rest of the week at her house in the south of France. So she has a flat in Paris, so that's where she stays when she's here. And I feel like she has the best life ever, and I wouldn't mind if I was her. I used to do a lot of creative writing when I was younger, but then once I got into high school, I started doing more technical writing, like essays and stuff, which I'm pretty good at. And I also am really good at journalistic writing, and that's what I probably like the best. But it's kind of nice to get the chance to do some creative writing, because right now we're writing for our first essay, a memoir about ourselves. And I feel like writing a memoir is probably one of the most cleansing things someone can do. Right now what we're reading in class, Just Kids by Patti Smith. It's her memoir of her time as kind of a rock star. At the same time I'm writing my own memoir. Of course I don't have that many exciting things to write about. Writing a memoir is kind of like just writing in a journal, except we're trying to make it a little bit more polished. And it feels like you can just write anything you want because it's just about your life. And I'm trying not to exaggerate too much because it is supposed to be nonfiction, so it's supposed to be what actually happened. But the thing is, when you're writing your memoir, it's how you see it through your eyes, and you can portray that however you want because it's your life that you're writing about. So it's really fun, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I really enjoyed reading A Movable Feast by Hemingway, and I like trying to think as I'm walking through the city. Sometimes I say to myself, what would Hemingway do if he was here in Paris right now? In other news, last Sunday I got to see Pink Martini. And it's kind of been my dream, probably, of my life to get to see Pink Martini, not just live, but in Paris live, because I have seen them before in Seattle, but I feel like them in Paris is about 10 times better.
My heart's burning for that love of ours, yearning for that sea star, that being so I can prove to you that no one else can love you, girl, the way that I do.
And they were absolutely fantastic, and they did a lot of stuff from their new album, Get Happy, and so that was fun. And at the end there were balloons falling from the ceiling, and as they sang their famous Brazil song, which they always end with. Of course, China Forbes, she speaks French really well, but what's his name? Thomas Lauderdale, he doesn't speak French quite as well, and so I think my favorite part was when he would start a sentence in French explaining something about a song that they had written, and then halfway through the sentence he would have to switch over to English because he couldn't finish his thought in French. And it was just really cute, and I liked it, and the Parisians liked it too. They really liked the effort that he was going to try and speak in French, so that was really great. I loved every second of it, and I highly recommend the new album, although I haven't listened to all of it yet, but I heard a lot of the songs at their concert. So I hope you have a good weekend, Lois, and I will see you on Tuesday.